is coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Sacramento Niners. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Gregory. Pass incomplete. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. To throw on 3rd down, Gregory. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, look at the juke. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. 2nd and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there and then he got that first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 16, Gregory. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Gregory.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Screen play set up for Williams.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he steps away. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Nothing is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's a gain of 6.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sets up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Carolina getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Gregory steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space to try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Tommy Townsend now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They juked him. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gregory. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 24, Gregory. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And his kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call that a gain of 11. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Throwing to start the drive.
Gregory. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now this one complete on the slant route. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Gregory. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the 17, Gregory. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC Wildcard game, and you can see the result there. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They give it to Williams, running right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Miners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Gregory. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Onto the field, here come the Panthers. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, caught by London. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Gregory. He's going to let it go again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, Gregory. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Gregory.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. From the 31, Gregory. And his throw is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, wow, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. 3rd and 4. He did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are back now in Sacramento. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it. And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today. Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball. And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Gregory. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd and inches, Gregory. This one brought in by Jefferson. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner puts it on. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that we're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted. And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive. And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages and all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be third and forever.
He's going to keep this again.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And caught by London.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Gregory. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10. Gregory. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Gregory.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gregory.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 1st down. Gregory. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Gregory.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Panthers about ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing on first down. Gregory. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Throwing again on second down. Gregory. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Gregory. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.